Joining us for more on these developments, former Acting Attorney General Matthew Whitaker. Mr. Whitaker, welcome. Critics are saying that this is a conservative cabal that has hijacked the court for political and partisan reasons. But supporters say the court has reclaimed its legitimacy by affirming a state's authority to regulate abortion. How do you see that?
Yeah, I see it as the latter. I see, Roe v. Wade was always poorly reasoned and not grounded in constitutional law. And what has happened is it's just, put that back to where it should be, which is it's not mentioned in the Constitution, so it is reserved to the states and to the people. And so you see this issue, Eric, going back now to the states, and ultimately these folks that are peacefully protesting are going to have to let their voices be heard to their state legislators and their governors to get those laws as they want them, and then the majority will rule.
Yeah, Justice Alito, in the opinion, said that Roe, quote, was egregiously wrong. Where, in your view, did they go wrong 50 years ago?
Well, first of all, they anchored it in words that sort of were very vague. They found penumbras and emanations, and really, ultimately, the substantive due process argument, I think, was deconstructed by Alito in that opinion. And I encourage everyone to read it because it really, I think, lays out a compelling case as to why this issue, as hotly and passionate as it is being debated in our city's streets right now, is reserved to the states and is not addressed by the Constitution.
And then there's the argument, of course, that women have the rights for self-determination and their own bodies, and the government does not have the right to do this. Your view on that?
Yeah, Eric, the challenge in that case is that it's not in the Constitution. And no matter how much we may feel strongly about this innate human right, our founding fathers, when they created the Constitution, didn't put it in there. And so there is a mechanism to change the Constitution. If there are people that want to do that, they should work to put this right, as you described, in the Constitution. But as you know, and I think a lot of these folks know, is that would be very hard because the American people, by and large, and as much as 60 or 70%, believe that, restrictions on abortion are appropriate and we shouldn't have abortion on demand. Only the abortion enthusiasts believe that we should have unlimited abortion up until the time of birth, which I think is just very radical.
And finally, there's another controversy. Senator Susan Collins and Joe Manchin saying that they believe they were misled in their, when they have those sit-down interviews in the offices and the Supreme Court nominees make the stops at all the Senate offices. And the remarkable notes from Susan Collins with Brett Kavanaugh have been leaked. You got to think this is from Susan Collins' office. Let me read it to you, quote. This is her. When she interviewed Brett Kavanaugh, she says, Kavanaugh said, quote, I understand precedent and I understand the importance of overturning it. Roe is 45 years old. It has been reaffirmed many times. Lots of people care about it a great deal, and I've tried to demonstrate I understand real-world consequences. I am a don't rock the boat kind of judge. What do you make of those claims, and what changed from those job interviews, so to speak, to this decision?
Well, we should never expect that a judge should give us their opinions of future cases that may present to the court. And I'm sure that Justice Kavanaugh and all of the justices on the bench on both sides, all 9 of them, never suggested how they would come out on one case or another. I mean, precedent obviously is difficult to overturn, and stare decisis is a legal principle that must be followed. But at the same time, if you read Alito's opinion, there is an overwhelming and compelling logical argument that led the court to come up with this decision, and they lay it out very clearly as to, sort of their analysis. And I think Kavanaugh, based on even those notes, I don't think said that he wouldn't overturn Roe. He just said it was going to be hard and well-reasoned, and I think that's where they came out on this opinion.
Well, it certainly is proven to be hard. Former Acting Attorney General Matthew Whitaker. Mr. AG, thank you for joining us here on the Fox News Channel.
Thanks, sir.
Of course. Martha?
Eric, President